Hey guys, what is up? I figured I'd do a little bit of an update. I know I mentioned, because I did the side vents in gloss black on either side, but the ones here are a little bit different for me because I have the doing head unit, and the silver trim actually doesn't pop out, so I have to do it on the car. So what I did was I ended up just wrapping as best as I could. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it gets the job done. Gets rid of the silver. You can kind of see the silver on the side here. It was just impossible for me to get the actual vinyl in there and to cut it properly. And it's really sketchy because you're doing cuts right on the actual piece, on the dash and everything, and it's just hard to get good lighting, and just see exactly where you need to cut. But I just followed the line as best as I could, and it did a pretty decent job. I'm happy with it. So everything blends in now. There's no silver trim or anything on the car. I guess it's kind of hard to get a full view of it all, but it just blends so much better with the interior. Um, so yeah. Oh yeah, and I wrapped this as well. I had some 3M carbon Dynoc carbon fiber from previous projects, so I kind of just did that. I wasn't sure. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I just had I have a bunch of it. So because I was contemplating actually doing this and then just doing the whole thing here, carbon fiber. But I realized there's little symbols and everything here that were just not going to turn out well, so I decided against that. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try to wrap it in gloss black again and see what I think. I tried once a few weeks ago, and it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it. So I said, you know what? Let me just get this done. And whatever the best I can do, if it comes out okay, I'll keep it because it's better than the silver. So yeah, so that's a little bit update on the I guess the interior, the wrapping or whatever you want to call it. Not sure if I'm going to keep that, but it's a cool little, I guess, little pattern, a little touch to the interior, something different. You don't really see it. It's kind of cool. I guess you can't really see it on there. Maybe you can kind of see the reflection on there, so it kind of adds a cool little detail. But I am still waiting on my WC Lathe knob. I did request the lightning speed, which is $10 more, and that's supposed to be 3 days. But Chris emailed me and said everything backed up. It's going to take much longer. So I forget what week I'm on now, but it's been quite a while. So anytime I do drive it, I've been driving like this. So it is going to be nice to get a shift knob back on the car. So if you are wondering, I do not have my stock shift knob. I sold that a long time ago, after I got my Cobb Delrin shift knob. And I ended up selling the Titan knob from WC Latheworks a while ago. So I've been rocking no shift knob for a while. So whenever it does come, it's not only is it going to be amazing, but it's going to be even more amazing because it's going to be nice to be able to shift with the knob again. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll do a video on it as discussed. But yeah, that's where I am with that. The reason why I'm making a video tonight is because I had a couple mods or a couple things that I wanted to do, and both of them failed. One of them was to lower the front coils, but I ended up, as you can see, these supposed hardened steel spanner wrenches that I got that I paid $30 for aren't so hard. Or aren't so hardened, as I guess. I put it onto the coilover. I did a few pulls, and this actually, I kind of bent it back, but it bent was first and foremost, so I kind of got it back to straight. And then as I was pulling, I just felt a snap. I said, "Oh no!" And I thought it was my coil at first, or the little ring, but I guess fortunately enough, it wasn't that, and it was this. So I wrote to the company. I messaged them saying, what's going on, and what can you do? So I'll see. But I was a little disappointed because I wanted to make a whole video on how to lower my front coilovers or coilovers in general, but it just didn't work out. It really kind of bummed me out because I really wanted to lower it just a little bit. I know it's not much, but I wanted to lower the front just a smidge to kind of even things out and just get it to exactly where I wanted. Because I do need to install the rear LCAs, and I wanted to get the height set exactly where I want it before I go for an alignment. So I might just have the shop try to bump it down while I'm there whenever that day does come. I haven't set anything up yet because I'm kind of waiting to see what's going on with what's happening. So maybe I'll just have them do that. I don't even know if they're going to be able to because those things are super stuck. But they may have some tricks to be able to get it loose. But either way, I was looking to do that. Also, I went out to get some under hood mic sounds of the Turbo Smart bypass valve, and it was just blowing the mic out because it was so loud. So I ended up not being able to use any of the footage I did, but it was a fun drive. In regards to the cap set, Renegade Motorsports emailed me today actually, and said, hey, you know, we really do apologize with everything going on with COVID. Your caps are at the powder coater, but we're still another month out. So I guess it's just a day of bad news, but I tried to look at it on the bright side and say, hey, you know, this is not the end of the world. It's just car parts. But at the same time, I was a little bummed because I was really looking forward to getting them in to do a video for you guys. But apparently it's going to be another month for that, for those to come in, just because with everything going on and they're all backed up and you know, I guess that's where we're at with those. So don't expect, I guess, a video in next coming weeks about with the cap set, just because you know, it's going to take much longer than I anticipated. It's already been about a month when I was told about 3 weeks. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not upset, but I was hoping to have some content for you guys on that because I've been talking about it for a long time. That's pretty much an update of where the car is currently and what I've done. It's just, you know, sitting here. I'm driving it as much as I can on the weekends and everything when I get some time. You know, I'm still really enjoying the car and everything and looking forward to kind of finishing it. I know it's never finished, but I'm really looking forward to putting the pieces and the mods that I have sitting around and just kind of get to the point where I really want it, and just kind of take a break and just enjoy the car, because I've been really going a little crazy. Well, I shouldn't say crazy, but I've been going full force on getting the car, you know, all those little things that I've been putting on the back burner that I've been wanting to do. I shouldn't say little things, but you know, just mods that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm finally getting around to doing that. So after I get this stuff done, I'm definitely gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm still gonna be doing washing videos and making content for you guys, but who knows? I also put up an Instagram poll to see which color wheels that you guys would want to see on the car, or which ones you like better. I was really wanting the Work ZR10s in Grim Black. So if you guys don't know what those are, you know, I suggest taking a look. Go to Google Images and type it in and see what I'm talking about. They're really nice wheels. It's something that I definitely wanted. Talking to a dozen vendors or so, everything is 8 to 16 weeks out. So it's one of those things that you had to order well in advance, like in the winter time basically, and you know, and then have them arrive then. But you know, when it comes to wheels for me, I did that with my set of Volks. I was getting some ZE40s, and I ordered them early, and it was about 2.5 months of wait, and it just didn't end up working out. That was kind of my one and done, kind of ordering fancy wheels, you know, months ahead of time and waiting for them and everything, and then it just didn't work out. So I don't want to do that again. I just want to get something that is readily available, and I could just, you know, hey, I just want these, and they're in stock, and I just get them. I don't want to have to sit there for weeks and weeks. You know, that's not what I'm about. I just want to get something now, just so I can, you know, put the wheels on and enjoy them in the summer and everything. But you know, apparently every single wheel that I want is a long wait. But what I'm looking at right now are the Wed Sports TC105Xs. Basically, I'm looking at the gunmetal. I believe the color is called Titan, and also the bronze, which is really nice. It's not a gold. I don't like gold wheels. I like more of the dark bronze, like brownish bronze color. And it seems one of my buddies actually has or got a set of those, the TC105Xs in bronze, and they look really good. I don't know if I can bite the bullet on those. I don't know. It's a little too crazy for me, I guess. You know, I'm not really big on colored wheels. I did actually have a gold set of RPF ones at one point on my WRX, but that lasted like, I don't even, maybe a month. It was cool, but I got over it really quickly. I'm afraid of taking a plunge on an expensive wheel like that, just to, you know, a month later be tired of it or already wanting to change it up. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Gunmetal is probably the color I'll end up with. Even though I have gunmetal wheels on the car currently, the Wed Sports it's like a gloss gunmetal, so it'll be a little bit different. Obviously the wheel style is different, so it'll be a nice change, I think. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I do have a buyer for these wheels right now, but I'm currently looking around for a vendor to see who has either the bronze or the gunmetal in stock with the specs that I want. So I'm kind of waiting to hear back on what's available. And basically, whatever one they have available is probably the ones I'll get. But who knows? I'm not, I say this a lot, but I'm not in a rush to sell these. So if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm still enjoying them very much so. But the mod that I'm looking forward to doing the most is sitting right here. I put out a video yesterday for you guys, you know, telling you exactly the specs and everything. This is something that's going to completely change my driving experience and feel of the car. This is something I've explained in my video yesterday, of how much this means to me and how bad I've wanted to do something like this specific seat in any one of my cars for a very long time. So I'm really looking forward to doing this. On Tuesday, the floor bracket comes in, so I'll be doing a video kind of not installing it on the car, but getting it ready, you know, putting the bracket on, getting it all set up and everything. Just everything there is and what it takes to actually put an aftermarket seat into a car, because it's really not as simple as taking out the old seat or the stock seat and putting this one in. There's a lot of little parts, a lot of little things that you have to take into consideration, and just to kind of prep yourself and get it ready to make sure you have a clean install and it goes in properly. Because, you know, when you're messing with seats, you want to make sure you do it correctly. You don't want to screw around with this. It's something very important that's going in the car, and you don't want to risk, you know, screwing something up like that. So it's relatively a simple install, but still you want to make sure you have the necessary parts and everything ready to go to be able to install it properly. So that video, the actual install video, should be out later in the week, but it's going to be kind of like a series, a little bit of a video series about the whole, you know, seat and everything. It's, you know, the reason why for that is because, you know, this is really exciting for me. I'm not some huge YouTuber that has the ability to do this often, so I'm going to make sure that I kind of stretch it out, because I want to show you guys every single detail, because that's what I'm interested in, and I hope you guys are interested in that too. Just because, you know, there is not many people go over the actual steps that you need to install an aftermarket seat. It's mainly just, hey, I got seats, boom, they're in the car, and they don't really take the time to explain what it takes to do that. So I'm hoping to be able to break it up in a couple of videos and show you guys just what you need to do to get it into the car. Tomorrow on Sunday, tonight's Saturday night, I'm going to be washing the car finally. I have not washed this car since March. I think it was March 7th to be exact. I don't know why I know that exact date. No, I don't keep track of all the days I do wash it, but I think for whatever reason I remember that date, because I have pictures of the car being washed, and that was the last one last wash I did with the car. So March 7th was the last time I washed it, and what is it, May, you know, middle of May now, and I'm just about to wash the car for the first time in 2.5 months or so. So that's pretty crazy to think. Usually I'm washing the car once a week, but I mean, it's relatively clean. It's just, I mean, you can tell when you get close up, it's a little dusty, just kind of from sitting and driving it the few times that I have. But you know, I do want to have a clean car, and I want to clean it up, and there's a few bugs and stuff on the bumper there. So it'll be enjoyable. I just wanted to make sure I had time to do it. You know, I've been spending a lot of time with the family and everything, and you know, doing stuff around the house, and you know, obviously I'm working full time still, so yeah, which I'm very thankful. And so, you know, I'm keeping busy, but sometimes you know, car stuff just gets put on the back burner, and you just, you know, I'm not in a rush and everything, and I always make sure that I have the time to be able to do a proper wash and not rush anything. Yeah, guys, I know this is a random video and that's not really big of an update, but I figured, oh, one more thing. I guess I'll mention this here. The shrouds. I guess you guys were kind of waiting on an update for that. I spoke with Subi Speed. I went back and forth a few times. And ultimately, they gave me two options, either to credit me the $50 or to break these in half, and they'll send me out a new set. I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't feel like breaking these in half. I don't feel like taking them off. I know it's not something that would limit the ability to drive the car, but after that, I have them on the car for, you know, two or so weeks now. I realize those little imperfections don't even bother me. I don't even see them, honestly. You know, I'm very detailed compared to a lot of people. And I'm sure some of you can relate. So stuff like that usually stands out to me, but after installing them, I was just like, okay, it's really not as bad as I thought. Many of the imperfections that I did mention that were, you know, that stood out to me on this one specifically are hidden in the back of the in the fender, so you can't even see them. And it's just the way it's positioned. You don't even see the imperfections. I mean, it's very hard to actually even notice them. I mean, the little weave pattern mess up things are right around there, but you can't even see them, and they don't even bother me, which is crazy because I thought they would. But yeah, so that's kind of the update. I ended up taking the $50 credit just because, you know, whatever, it's money back in my pocket, and you know, it made me happy. And I was like, you know what, I'm over it. You know, I just want to be done with it. I don't want to sit here and make another video about breaking car parts over my knee, which I had before. So if you go back, it was actually on the roof spoiler back there. I had to break that one in half, my first one, because it was, you know, I had some imperfections I wasn't happy with, and same kind of thing. So I didn't feel like doing that. I didn't feel like making another video and, you know, not bashing on the company, but just kind of like, you know, here we are again, doing it again. So I just wanted to update you guys on that because I know you guys were kind of wondering. So yeah, just a quick little garage update, car update, where I'm at currently. It seems like a lot of things are on hold and just kind of waiting for things to come in, and you know, waiting to install some parts. I still need to do my headlights. I just haven't had the motivation. I guess the reason for that is because you know, I'm very anal with this stuff, and I know with baking headlights, I've done it, you know, tons and tons of times, so I know what I'm doing. But I just want to, I don't know, I just haven't been motivated to do it. And, you know, I'm still contemplating whether to go to Caesar at Lightworks and just getting it done, or doing it myself. I'll probably end up doing it myself, but, you know, who knows when that will be. And again, I'm not in a rush to do this stuff. I'm not a person that goes to car shows, and I don't need to have my car super ready and, you know, all ready to show and everything like that. It's literally just for me to enjoy and park in the garage and wash and look at and everything, and I guess make these videos. So, you know, I'm not in a rush to do anything, obviously, because I've had the steel lights for over a year now. But I'll get around to it, I promise. I'll definitely make a detailed video. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's just parts coming in and waiting for it and everything. So thanks for sticking around, guys. I do appreciate you guys checking out my videos. I've been trying to put out at least one video Monday to Friday. You know, now that the mods have slowed down a little bit, maybe it'll be every other day. I don't know. I'm not going to hold myself to a schedule just because, you know, whenever I have a video, I'll put it out. But I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I have to have a video. I'm not going to just, I don't want to put out random stuff just to put out a video. I want to put out content that's going to be helpful for people that are interested in certain mods that I'm doing on the car, or just general knowledge that I'm sharing. You know, I don't want to just put out, you know, I'm getting in my car, I'm going to Starbucks to get a cup of coffee or something like that, and ending a vlog. You know, that's not what I'm about to do. I don't drink coffee anyway, so that'd be a terrible video because I would do nothing. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys hanging around, appreciate you guys supporting me and liking the videos and everything. So that's it for this one, guys. If you haven't liked the video, be sure to do so. If you're a newcomer and you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate that. You know, the channel is growing every single week. And it's really nice to see people coming around and enjoying my stuff and commenting and, you know, having the conversation and asking me questions and stuff. I still am very much enjoying it. I'm still very much enjoying the community that we're building here. And relatively, it's all positive comments and good people. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy where it's going, and I hope we can continue that. So that's it for this one, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, be sure to ask them below. If you guys haven't mentioned, I actually became an Obsessed Garage affiliate. So if you guys want to buy anything from Obsessed Garage, just click the Obsessed Garage link right in the description below. You can buy anything on that website, and it helps me out. It helps the channel out and everything. So be sure to do that. I feel really honored to be able to be a part of that brand and that company, just because it's something that I have been watching and being relating to for many years now, and watching Matt grow his company and the entire Obsessed Garage brand and everything has been an absolute joy. And to be part of it, you know, all the way in New Jersey, and just kind of help out that brand and you know, it means a lot. So if you guys buy any detailing, any garage stuff, or anything that they have on their website, use that link below. I would really appreciate it. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys in the next one.